The manga is better. How many times have you heard that? And honestly, how many times have you said that? The fact is, a lot of the time, it's true. Much of that has to do with the fact that adapting something while staying true to the source material is really one of the toughest things a director has to do. How can you please the fans while still staying true to the creator's original vision? Seems pretty impossible. But that's not always the case. Sometimes, an adaptation can be just as good, or possibly even better than its source material. And that's what I'm here to share with you today. These are 5 anime series that rival their manga counterparts. Before we begin though, I'd honestly love for this to be an open dialogue, so if you have your own picks or recommendations for anime that are just as good as the manga, please leave them in the comments. My picks are mostly shonen series because that's what I'm mostly familiar with, but I'd love to hear yours. Alright, let's get started. For my first pick, I'm gonna have to go with a big one. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is one of the most influential manga series of all time, and the most recent anime adaptation never fails to disappoint. The style choices, iconic characters, and explosive action of the manga all come alive here. Although I know most people tend to favor Stardust Crusaders, it really does feel to me like every season gets better. The previous OVAs and film adaptations of JoJo, although decent in their own ways, lacked the stylish qualities that made the manga so amazing in the first place. But the new series has enough fantastic music and great animation to honor its source material. Another anime that rivals its manga is Mob Psycho 100. Just like with JoJo, style plays a huge role here. Although the manga is incredible without a doubt, the vibrant colors and fluid animation push it over the edge and establish its own identity. The humble beginnings of the manga were as an intentionally simple webcomic, and although that's arguably the point, and subverting typical action tropes is part of the series' charm, the stunning visuals that the anime adaptation provides makes this a must-see show. My next choice is a classic, Yu Yu Hakusho. One of the most prominent manga series from the 90s, Yu Yu Hakusho has just translated really well as an anime. Although you could make the argument that the pacing is a little better in the manga, I'd say that the compelling writing doesn't disappear, and when it's good, it's really good. Both the anime and its source material were extremely influential, and they're kind of a part of history now. Watching the series is really nostalgic for me, and it holds nothing but good memories. If you haven't given it a chance and you want a great classic throwback anime, I highly recommend Yu Yu Hakusho. For my next pick, I'm gonna go with Haikyuu. As great as the manga is, animation adds a sense of epicness and depth to the action. The anime makes the game seem like it's life or death, where the wrong move could potentially be the end of the world. It's hard to get the same flow in a sequence of manga panels the way that you get from a scene playing out in real time. Haikyuu is a series pretty universally recognized as one of the best sports series out there, but it's really the compelling characters that make it excel. Definitely give it a chance if you haven't already. Okay, for my last one, I'm gonna go with Ping Pong the Animation. Now, bear with me here. This might seem like an odd choice at first, but hear me out. I love Masaki Yuasa. The man's a genius, and everything he and his team works on is incredible. From Devilman Crybaby to The Night is Short Walk-On Girl, Yuasa is world-renowned for his superb visual storytelling and incredibly trippy and amazing visuals. As a manga, Ping Pong has surprisingly great characters and story. The visuals are excellent, and for a manga, it's probably the best you can get for a sense of motion. I just personally think that anime is a better medium for the kind of flowing action that the series delivers. Although it might seem like an odd choice at first, if you give this series a chance, you won't regret it. So, those are my picks for anime series that are just as good, if not better, than the manga they're based on. But I'm gonna turn it to you. Did you agree with my picks? What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing to Ultra Munch. It would mean a lot. Thanks everybody.